Frask the human found themselves in a great problem ever since they fell from the light. They wanted to know whether they should talk or fight. They thought of monster genocide. This is the story of Undertale. Frask the human was on a stroll through the woods one day when they found themselves falling through a cave on Mount Ebont. It was a great fall that only helped anger Frask when they came across an evil flower in a pot, where they helpfully explained that the entire underground that they have found themselves in wants them dead. But before the flower could do any harm to Frask, the underground keeper, Toriel, saved them and decided to take them to her home, where Toriel then gave Frask a brand new monster phone. Afterwards, Toriel decided to leave Frask alone so they may have some fun by themselves. Frask decided that soaking in the blood of the underground was a great way to have fun. Frask then decided that they should take this as an opportunity to leave Toriel and explore the underground, where they then met some skeletons. Once confronted with their earlier thoughts, they decided once and for all whether they should be a pacifist or should they use their fists. On their decision, they gleefully started to sing, as they happily started to slaughter every monster in sight. They had no patience, they had no resolve. They will slaughter, screw the dialogue. The end. What? Alright.
That's what I'm talking about!
Dee was a squirrel who had big nuts. His sack of nuts was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Sarah would go around town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen. She would play with his nuts all day, and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mom would join. They would take turns holding Dee's nuts at night. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of his nuts in her mouth at once. She would giggle, her face would turn red. Then his nuts would come flying out. One day, someone came up to Dee's nuts and started poking them. "Hey, jerk, off of my nuts," he said. Although Sarah loved Dee's nuts, she would sometimes kick them. She once kicked them so hard she busted a nut. Dee was very sad that Sarah broke his nut. She just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts. One day, when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would need to play nice because all good squirrels know how to play nice with big nuts. The end.
Oh, we done already?